crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people.
The scenario being played today is the 2015 Incursion. This one has no kill box. There are 3 flags. Each one can be either controlled or dominated for 1 point, and the first one to 5 points wins. Hey there guys, this is me, Malorian, and it's time for another War Machine Wednesday. And in this one here, we are going to be having Taylor with his Legion. He is running a Tier 3 Thagrosh 1 list with the big old Archangel in there. I've seen this one, the Blightbringer, but not the Archangel. And on the other side here, we have Jack and his Khador army, and he is running Irusk. Now, this one will be a big one where Irusk is a little bit resilient. He has a feat where everything gets tough on a 4+, and it doesn't fail and all this stuff, and has a lot of dudes. And meanwhile, on the other side, you have Thagrosh, where, again, his list is very tough, very strong, and he can bring that beast back to life. That's his feat, where he can bring one beast back to life, and that can be a gargantuan. So that's going to be a pretty big deal. Right now, the bottom War Spears are preying onto the Kayazi, and the top War Spears are going to be doing their prey onto the Spriggan. The Spriggan is on the Junior, so that's an important thing to see on this list. And the first thing that Jack is doing on his turn here is just running up. In fact, actually, the Legion side won the initiative. He wanted to go second. He usually likes having a better shot at the, jumping on scenario, contesting or getting points if possible, and gave that first turn over to Khador. So Khador basically went up. They got Iron Flesh up onto the Press Gangers at the front, so they're going to be pretty hard to hit. Also has superiority up onto the Spriggan, so he's pretty fast as well. And otherwise, Irusk has a nice little wall to hide behind, so he's going to be staying there. Going here now, he's going to be doing some assaults with his War Spears here. He also casts a spell as well where he does Inhospitable Ground, making everything rough terrain, but that's not going to really be doing much here to the Legion player because either things have Pathfinder or they have it on the charge. So like right now when all these War Spears are charging, they don't really care. He doesn't kill anything because Iron Flesh made things pretty difficult to hit. He was kind of kicking himself and wishing he would put prey onto the Press Gangers instead, but what are you going to do? Otherwise now, he's going to be coming up here with the big old Archangel, and he's going to be taking his D3+1 shots. He's only going to be getting the 2 shots because that's just what he rolled. And now he's going to be going here and trying to shoot these guys, making sure to really blast into these big groupings that he can. But already, the Khador player is making a lot of toughs, and these are just on the 5+. And yeah, not really getting the work done that he really wanted to do. So otherwise, Thagrosh is getting up there. He's putting up Fog of War to give everyone concealment from any income shooting. There won't be really that much shooting. There really is just if Irusk shoots something or if Black Ivan does it. But hey, why not, right? You have the Fury, you might as well cast a spell. He also has the Dragon's Blood onto the top War Spears right now, so they get extra damage. But yeah, that's it. And now we're on to Khador turn 2. So when he deals with the fire is going to go away. And what he's going to do is he's going to be dropping Iron Flesh because it's a -2 speed as well as a plus defense. So if you don't drop it, you can't charge. So he makes sure to drop it. He might recast it later. Keeps the Supremacy, but otherwise he charges in with his Kayazi Eliminators first, and he's going to be able to get in there and kill off one of the War Spears, so get something done there. As well, I should also mention that on the Legion turn, he has 2 pots, 2 spawning vessels because of the tier, so of course his guys started killing each other there, starting to get some corpses in there going. And now as well, he's trying to figure out what to do because he kind of wants to get the Kayazi up there first. There's that shredder that was made from the spawning vessel, so he kind of wants to have the Kayazi kill it, but it's really awkward because of the spacing. He's almost wondering if he should pop his mini feat now just to get in there and get them to where he wants. But in the end, after some thoughts of it, he decides against it. So going this here now, he is going to be going with the Press Gangers, and they're really just going to try and get right in there to tie things up. Some of them were knocked down, so they're going to have to forfeit their actions. They're not going to attack anyway, but he will be getting a few attacks in here. And he also was wondering about with his order of activations, what he did here is he actually went with Irusk first, who also did the in-hospital ground again for making everything difficult terrain for his opponent, and put Bloodlust onto the press gangers. So that'll give them basically Weapon Master, where they'll get an additional die of damage, and so the press gangers can be really scary with that. You can see right there that they killed that one model. Thanks to Shanghai, they're going to remove it from play, so it does not go into the spawning vessel and get more corpses. He's going to kill another one there, so killing a couple of War Spears here, getting the job done. That's really what he needs to do. It's kind of like a slow grind to try and kill off all these War Spears. But it's not easy. You know, they have set defense, so if you charge them, they have +2 defense. If you're around Thagrosh, you're -2 strength, so it's a hard thing to do. Otherwise, right now, the Kayazi are going, and they're just running. They're just running up there, getting to be in a spot where they're controlling the War Spears, not allowing the War Spears to do what they want, and at the same time being a spot where they can charge in deep and do some nasty stuff later. Otherwise, the Great Bears are right there behind them. The Spriggan's going to be coming up here, and with superiority, it's going to be pretty dang fast. So it's going to be coming here, and it's going to be charging that War Spear. And I believe killing him. You can't see it right now, but there's also the Naga Night Lurker. Naga Night Lurker is on the other side of the building right now, so there is some more support up there. Otherwise, he goes up there with Black Ivan. He's going to take a shot at the spawning vessel, do like 2 points of damage, not really too much. And that's going to be really it. I mean, he's going to be going up there with Harlan Versh. He's going to wish he could have shot some things, but he unfortunately engaged stuff first. And then otherwise, yeah, just getting his kind of pieces up there. So now going on to the Legion turn 2. So this is the first time we can score. And on the top there, he's going to come up here with his Forsaken. And the Forsaken is going to explode and do his little Blight Bomb. And it's going to pretty much kill off both the Eliminators that are there. And taking off those guys. Which is worth it right there, because, I mean, the Forsaken is worth 2 points, the Eliminators are 3, so that's going to be good. Otherwise, eventually you can see there's another Forsaken behind the, Archangel. It's not going to be exploding this time, but what he is going to do is he's going to be going up there with his War Spears, start doing some attacks. And I should also say that it's actually going to be the feat of Irusk. I didn't mention that. So the feat of Irusk is pretty important because it makes it so that all his models have tough. They're all fearless, and if they get knocked down, that they also have the no knockdown. They're steady. They also got +2 to hit, which really helped for the charges there. And so right now he's going to be shooting into these guys, and Jack is going to be passing tough after tough after tough after tough. It was honestly ridiculous. You know, sometimes on that 4+ tough, because that's what it is for the feat, if you pass like 4 out of 6, it's like, oh man, that's above average. No. This was like passing 9 out of 10. This was insane. You know, I really expected that the Legion player, especially from the shots from the Archangel, would really do a lot of damage here. But for starters, the Archangel only had 2 shots again. You know, it's D3 + 1, so it's between 2 and 4. And it's been just the 2 each time. Between him not really getting that much done and just all the toughs, yeah, you know, like he really tried here to kill the underboss. Unfortunately, this is one mistake on the Legion side where he forgot that the the Kayazi Assassins had the stealth. So unfortunately, he is not going to be killing that underboss. That underboss has passed a tough from being shot. He's on fire, so maybe fire will finish him off. But otherwise, you can see here that he didn't really get very much done. Thagrosh goes and passes out a bunch of tenacities to give a lot of separate models +1 strength and +1 defense, and that's really the Legion turn. So not really that big of a turn, and now I'm really looking to Kador wondering if he's going to have a big jump on scenario. There's not very much up around the top flag. You can also get the center flag very easily. And so if he goes up 2 points here, that'd be huge. He might also be able to score on the bottom flag as well, if the Kayazi really try and focus on him. So first thing he's going to do here is the Kayazi are going to go. They're going to pop their mini feet so that they can actually get acrobatics and charge through models. And they're just going to get right back in here. They're trying to kill the Forsaken. They're trying to kill a lot of these guys here in the back. You know, you don't get the back strike when you go back there, but you get yourself into a very annoying position. He's also on Thagrosh. Now, unfortunately, because of that, he has to take 3 tests. He has to take a test for the Forsaken, for Thagrosh, and also for, I believe there's the War Chief as well. Doesn't matter. They fail their first test, so they do nothing. After the turn is done, the end of activation, they roll again and they rally, but that was a huge, huge blow. So as good as that last feat was, he just now lost a whole bunch of his activations, and that's really going to hurt. The Great Bears come in at the bottom. They're trying to clear things out for that flag, but they both fail to do it. Again, when you're charging in, they have set defense, so both of them miss their charge attacks, so that doesn't really help at all. He's going to go up there with Irusk, and he's going to try and do some shooting, but it's not really going to help too much. The press gangers are going to try and charge in there, do a little bit more work. I don't believe he has the spell on them anymore, where they're getting the extra damage. I don't see the token down there anymore, and I don't believe they kill anything. They do like a little bit of plinking of damages here and there, but nothing overly serious. So otherwise, near the top, he's going to come here, and he's going to first attack against that War Spear and kill him. Then he's going to be coming over, and with the one Kayazi assassin, or eliminator rather, he's going to be going after the Forsaken, but miss. And then eventually what's going to happen here, he's going with his Jax, and I believe Black Ivan's going to try and shoot at that spawning vessel again, and he's going to destroy it, so that's okay, that's good. The spawning vessel down. Otherwise, Spriggan is now going into the Naga, and after this is all said and done, he is going to kill the Naga, but because the Forsaken is still there, he is still contesting the flag, so he didn't run anyone to get that one. He didn't get the bottom flag. He is going to get the center flag and go up 1 control point, but that's going to be it. So this was really an opportunity lost. I mean, you can never really have any control of when you fail those command tests. You know, he rolled an 11. He's just going to fail. And now that Forsaken, because he didn't die, it got to explode and basically kill all of the Kayazi. He had 5 Fury on it, explode out 5 inches, all of them take a power whatever, and all those Kayazi assassins with their pajamas, yeah, they just all kind of died. So that is a huge, huge, huge blow. It might have been okay if he already was up to 3 control points, you know, because then you just need to kind of focus on 1 and get those 2 more. But now, at this point here, that is a real death blow, really starting to clean up the press gangers, trying to kill off more of the Great Bears, and eventually what's going to happen here is he is going to be going with the Archangel, who is going to be trying to kill Irusk. Irusk is camping 3, so he does get plus 3 armor, and the biggest deal here is that the Archangel is going to shoot, only get 2 shots again, needing 10s to hit, and both shots are going to miss. So I really thought that might be it right there, that the Archangel might just fly up and shoot down Irusk, but it did not happen. Otherwise, some more attacks. You know, now he has the Archangel is contesting the middle flag, and he's camping a fair amount now with Thagrosh, so he's pretty safe. So he's going to be going now on the Khador side, but unfortunately his previous turns were really long, unfortunately, and so he is going to lose on Death Clock, and that's going to be the game. So the game just ended on Death Clock, but what do you guys think of the game?
Irusk is overpowered.
No,
Auto tough on all your models is pretty good.
Well, that was just a good roll.
Well, it's not auto tough, but I mean the way Jack was rolling it was.
Yeah, it kept the game interesting. I don't think that I would have done much moving forward. Just limped along. I mean, after you more or less wiped out everything on the side of the board.
Yeah, the Forsakens are good at what they do.
And
just kill entire models at once.
Well, I mean, the fact that they failed their command test really didn't help.
That certainly didn't help. But I mean, 2 shots at it. I mean, I was lucky. Well, it was what it was. But I mean, also you're the Archangel there.
Yeah.
Only rolling 1+1 shot the entire game.
Yeah.
Also, and I mean, even with the splatters and stuff, you weren't really rolling. You didn't really get much work. And then
he was getting worked on. You were just toughing through it.
Yeah.
So I mean, a big question always whenever you have Death Clock is, I mean, if this would have kept going without clock, how do you guys see this one probably would have ended?
It would have been close because I would have had to just keep throwing shredders over here to contest until I killed that, and then so that would probably come in on this turn, not killed it. Then I would have killed it in return. Then I would have just started feeding models over there till Irusk runs away. Irusk would run away. I'd kill that guy pretty easily, I imagine.
And probably you're gonna start.
Getting that over there, so I can get the 2 flags with his head start. It would have been close.
So to start here with Kador, going into it, what was kind of main like your plan? Was it more like assassination, scenario, attrition? What was like your game plan going in?
Attrition. Irusk has assassination ability with his air burst. And the extra shot from Reinhold, and then also with Black Ivan. So I've got the ability, but I mean the way that he was protecting, the big thing was the Kayazi getting timid and not doing clearing anything over there to allow me to start shooting at Thagrosh.
No, was your plan to deal with the Archangel or just ignore it?
Oh, ignore. Yeah.
And how about for the Legion side there, Taylor? Were you mainly assassination, attrition?
I'm always attrition with this.
Yeah.
I also figured he was not going to try all that hard on the Archangel, so I could
be a bully with it. And
I could just start throwing it around because if he wants to attempt to do it, he can't remove it from play. So it's kind of just a free extra turn of engaging all the stuff that can kill it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that side did not go very poorly, but you know,
although
that's usually how it goes. One side is a lot better than the other.
Although I did have a plan. If I could get through and I could somehow free these 2 jacks up to kind of over it and do some work on this, I was going to free up those guys over there and bring my last 3 press gangers over to try and, but it wouldn't have mattered because I can't Shanghai a
big guy,
a big guy.
Yeah, you need to have. I mean, that's the huge thing, right? I mean, before Thagrosh's feat was like, meh, but now when you can bring back the Archangel or the Blightbringer, it's a pretty solid feat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've used his feat on a shredder before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was a long game against trolls, and I had the only beast I could bring back was the shredder because everything else was eaten by the trolls.
Now, I've started seeing a lot of Thagrosh and seeing a lot of Thagrosh's tier going with this. Do you think that that's almost going to be like the new Veil 2, or we're just going to be seeing this tier list a lot? And
for a little bit, probably. But, like...
Until the Splatterboard comes out, and you're like, screw Gargantuans.
Yeah, it's only Threshold 7, which I realized the other day. It's Fury 5, Threshold 7, so it'll go crazy pretty easily.
Yeah.
It might be a fad.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Like, nobody else has been playing him before long, and he's been really good beforehand. Because
he's been underplayed. He definitely was a caster that had a lot of game. There's just, people was like, oh, Lilith 2 and Veil 2, and there's other casters.
Theron and...
All right, guys. Well, thanks for playing, and for those watching, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye.